Aloha! I'm Hawaii Wedding Officiant Kim Cornella, and I'm here with a wedding story time for you. I just had a crazy encounter at a wedding the other day, and I wanted to share it with you. I was officiating a wedding at a beach park, and the couple was just having a simple, intimate elopement. It was just the two of them, and they also opted to have me take some photos of them before and after their ceremony. So we were going around the park taking pictures. It was a great hour together. The sunset was spectacular, and we headed over to where the sun was setting for the final pictures after their ceremony. And the picture that I set up for them was I had her lean against a palm tree with one foot up, and then him lean his hand over her, leaning in to kiss her. And then the sunset was behind them, and the palm tree was a short palm tree, so the fronds were in the silhouetted, and it looked really gorgeous. Money shot is what I said. Oh, that looks like a money shot. It's perfect. But then all of a sudden, my feet started burning, and then the bride was like, oh my God, my feet are burning. And then the groom said, oh my God, my feet are burning too. And we looked down, and our feet were covered with fire ants. Yes, there's a thing called fire ants here in Hawaii, and these are not just ants, these are ants on steroids that like to bite people. So they were biting the heck out of our feet. We were literally covered in them. And her dress, she turned around, she had a white flowy dress, the back of the dress covered in fire ants. So I grabbed a cloth out of my purse. I started brushing her dress off, because she must have had hundreds of fire ants on her dress. So we brushed them all off. I'm brushing my feet off, he's brushing his feet off, and then we just go running over towards the ocean. We were close by the ocean, and ran over to the ocean and got in there, and we were rubbing our feet with sand, and it felt really great. Oh my goodness. And they're like, oh my God, I've heard of people dying from fire ant bites. And I'm like, yeah, I think that's when there's a lot, thousands of fire ants that cover animals and things like that, when things disturb a nest. I said, but people might have an allergy to them, like some people are allergic to bees. And she's like, I'm allergic to bees. Oh no. I said, well, if you experience any shortness of breath, please go immediately to the emergency room. But it's not the same venom. It's not, doesn't guarantee that she would have a reaction. I did check in with her the following day, and she did not have a reaction to it. But that night, my feet were so itchy. I have probably on each foot at least 15 to 20 bites. They look like little mosquito bites. They're red and extremely, extremely itchy. So mostly when I'm trying to sleep, because the sheets are rubbing against them and it activates it. So I've been loading up my feet, slathering on some Benadryl to try to keep the itchiness down. But yeah, beware of fire ants. Apparently they like coconut trees, because that's what they were leaning against. And just be aware. I didn't even know that was going to be an issue there. And usually the Parks Department is pretty good about it, because fire ants are an invasive insect. So anyone who has them, you're usually supposed to report it, and it's taken care of right away. I did report the issue that there was a fire ant infestation, and hopefully they're going to take care of that. But yikes, be aware of fire ants if you encounter them. So if you are looking to get married on the island of Oahu without fire ants, and would like a beautiful love-centric ceremony anywhere on the island, or even if you would like just a simple courthouse style ceremony, I offer both options. The courthouse style ceremonies at my office in Kapolei, and I will also marry you anywhere on the island of Oahu that you choose. I can recommend beaches, I can recommend botanical gardens, mountain locations. So whatever you would like to have as the backdrop for your ceremony, just contact me. I'll help work it out with you, and we can create the wedding of your dreams. My website, weddingsonoahu.com, has more information about my wedding officiant services, as well as lots of helpful tips for couples getting married on Oahu, or couples that want to have a Hawaii-themed wedding anywhere in the world. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Aloha.